This is the biggest tease we've gotten for Stranger Things Season 5 yet. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another video. So yesterday was Stranger Things Day. This is the annual holiday, November 6th. It celebrates the show as a whole, but it's November 6th because it's the day Will Byers was taken to the Upside Down in Season 1 in 1983 within the Stranger Things universe. But all that's to say, we didn't get much this year, except for one big piece of information regarding Season 5 at the end of the day that I'm going to talk about here in a second. But before I do, make sure to hit that like button. It helps out more than you guys know. Subscribe to that notification bell to help me make the final push towards 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means a lot. And check out the Unusual Couple podcast. The Stranger Things Day celebration episode just dropped today. We had a Stranger Things trivia battle, Stranger Things drafts. We talked Season 5 theories. It was a blast. Be sure to go check it out and show some love over there. We have so much fun with it on a weekly basis. But with that being said, like I mentioned, yesterday was Stranger Things Day, and throughout the day, they were going back and taking a look at all the different seasons. So seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 were highlighted on the social medias. There was a watch party of the first episode of the show ever, The Vanishing of Will Byers. There was some news about the VR game that's coming out. We got some announcements about Fortnite and Dead by Daylight and how Stranger Things characters are going to be returning to those games or showing up for the first time in those games. And the schedule Stranger Things had put out for Stranger Things Day was through. There was nothing left to release. And then the good old reliable Stranger Things writers Twitter account gifted us with a gem and possibly the biggest news we've gotten for Season 5 yet. So they tweeted this out, and when I got the notification, my heart immediately dropped. The caption says, Season 5, Chapter 1, Scene 1. And they actually posted an actual description of the script which sets up the opening of Season 5. It says, darkness, the sound of cold wind, groaning trees, and a child's voice singing a familiar song. That's all they gave us. So this is a huge tease for what's to come, and I immediately screenshotted this, sent it to my friend, sent it to Cam. At first I was just in shock that we actually got something teasing Season 5, and then the more I sat with it, the more I discussed with my friend, I realized that this is 100% referring to Will Byers in the Upside Down. And likely it's going to be a flashback to Will Byers in the Upside Down, as we know he's not there anymore, but this is cool because it's something I've been wanting for a while now. On live streams and in different videos, I've said it would be so cool if the opening of Season 5 is just a cold open of Will Byers in the Upside Down, and we get some new pieces of information about his experience when he was down there, and potentially see Vecna interact with him, and then something happens to where Will doesn't fully remember Vecna, and I think that's where we're headed with this description of the opening of the season. The fact that it says he's singing a familiar song, automatically you gotta think, should I stay or should I go? Now, he's not singing this immediately when he's snatched to the Upside Down, because in the opening of The Vanishing of Will Byers, the first episode of the show, he's obviously out in the shed with the gun, and then the light flickers and he's no longer there. So he's not singing it in that moment when he immediately goes there. But I have this ongoing theory, so run with me here. So this is the description to the opening of Season 5, right? Clearly the next line of this script is probably going to be the lyric, should I stay or should I go? Which means that we're going to hear Will Byers sing this. We could even see him briefly. But I think that what could happen is we see Will shivering and cold singing that, and then we could get a flashback from this flashback to all of his experiences that led him to that point in the Upside Down, which, as we know, is actually at the very end of episode 7 of Season 1, because we see Will in Castle Byers cuddled up singing Should I Stay or Should I Go, and then the Demogorgon comes in through the roof, and the next time we see Will is when Hopper and Joyce rescue him at the end of the Season 1 finale, as he's damn near dead. They have to revive him. Like, it's a gruesome picture, but we don't see how he gets in that position, so we could definitely see that in this cold opening. But my theory is going to be the whole cold opening is just Will's experience in the Upside Down leading up to that point where he's damn near dead and Joyce and Hopper rescue him. We see him down there briefly throughout the show, you know, communicating through the lights with Joyce. And we hear him at times, and, you know, there are quick little shots of him like the one I just mentioned where he's in Castle Byers, but we don't really see Will in Season 1. So how cool would it be if the whole cold open is just Will's perspective of Season 1 in the Upside Down, and it's like a 10-minute thing, and then we flash to the first opening title of Season 5 as that iconic intro music plays. That's what they definitely have to do, in my opinion. And it's not just going to be Will. I think that he's going to be interacting with Vecna, and then by the end of their interactions, Vecna is going to wipe his memory somehow. Because those two are going to have a serious connection in this final season. Will is the key. The Duffer Brothers have been saying Will's going to have a prominent role in this final season. And at the end of Season 4, they sort of even tease this as Will is touching his neck, and he's like, I can feel him. He's here. This is when the Upside Down is merging with Hawkins, and I think that we're going to learn a full-on backstory about Will that we never knew. It's going to be fresh information to us that's actually going to reframe the way we view Will Byers as a character and the entirety of the Upside Down as we know it. As we know right now, Vecna's controlled the Demogorgon, Vecna's controlled the Mind Flayer. He's been pulling the strings all along, but I think there's going to be one step further that we go that we as the audience had no understanding of, and that's going to be that he actually had a connection with Will Byers down there in the Upside Down, and we're going to see that all play out in an opening flashback. That's how I feel based on this opening little line that we got from the script. Now, to take it one step further, this is where it gets a little more ridiculous, but we see in, season 1, episode 1, we see this creature that is supposed to be the Demogorgon, but in retrospect, they could probably retcon it to be Vecna, and Vecna could be the one opening the door. There are all these different questions going around right now, and I just have so much faith in the Duffer Brothers that I think they're gonna pull this off successfully. I firmly believe that based on this information, Will Byers is the only viable choice for who could be this child singing a familiar song. I think it has to be Should I Stay or Should I Go? It's got to be Will in the Upside Down. Now, who else could this be? Theoretically, I don't even know. Could it be a young Eddie? I'm kidding, of course. Just got to throw that out there for the delusional fans. I mean, we all would love to see that, right? But it's not going to be him. I mean, I just can't think of any other kid who sings a song that's that iconic in Stranger Things. So my mind just goes to Will Byers in the Upside Down, and I'm really interested to see what they cook up for us, because we can sit here and speculate all day, but the Duffer Brothers are smarter than everyone, know this world of Stranger Things better than everyone, and I'm sure they have something so grand cooked up that it's hard to even fathom right now. So I can't wait to see this come to light whenever season 5 does come out. But the fact that they've actually painted the picture for us as fans as to what the opening of the final season of the show is going to be has me giddy with excitement. Will and Vecna are going to have a lot of scenes together in season 5, and it's fitting to open with maybe a flashback setting up their relationship and how it's probably been around longer than any of us ever would have imagined. I don't know about you guys, but just hearing about this, I already believe season 5 will be the best season, and I felt that way ever since the end of 4. I think they've built this world up to such a massive level, and I just don't know how it couldn't be the best season. I love these characters so much. We're going to see the conclusions of all their stories, and it's going to be epic as hell. I cannot wait. I don't know when they'll actually get to filming. Again, I'll keep you guys updated as we find out more information, but I would love it if they could start filming in the next few months. The actor strike is still ongoing, however, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But Stranger Things Day never fails to give us something. Even if it's just the title of an episode or a descriptive sentence from a script, they still gave us something for season 5. The streak continues. But I can comfortably say that is the biggest piece of information we've gotten for season 5, aside from the episode title, The Crawl. I just put 2 and 2 together. What if this is referring to Will Byers crawling through the Upside Down in a flashback? Who's to say? We'll have to see what they got in store for us, but what do you guys think of this description of the opening scene of season 5? What are your predictions as to how season 5 will open? Will there be some sort of connection between Will and Vecna? Who could this child be if not Will Byers? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and hit that like button. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. I'm really trying to make that final push as we approach the end of the year. And do me a huge favor and go subscribe to the Unusual Couple podcast. It would mean the world. We have weekly podcast episodes, including the new one that dropped today, where we do a full dive into Stranger Things with trivia, drafts, season 5 talks. It is a blast. It would make my day if you guys go check out the podcast and subscribe. Show some love. But that'll do it. Thank you guys as always for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the other side of the Upside Down.